Uh, Alright. So this video is mostly about some advanced tech with Scorpion Goro. Uh, that's what I've been using from the start of season 1 of Mk1. And I've been mostly experimenting with this team. And yeah, I have a bunch of tech that I'd like to share. So while experimenting in the lab with Scorpion, I found this sort of option select a proximity OS that will allow you to confirm off standing 2 into spear. And how that works is you basically set yourself up in a spacing, that's the neutral spacing, like when the round starts spacing, this is the kind of spacing you want. And what you'll basically be doing is you're gonna buffer spear behind stand 2, so like that, if you can see the inputs. I'm whiffing a stand 2, but what I'm also doing is buffering spear behind it. And then the trick is here, if you try to do it too quick, you'll get a 2-1, which is not good because they can whiff punish you. Uh, Instead, you want to slightly delay the buffer on the spear, so slightly delay it after standing 2, and it'll come out. And how the OS works is if they walk forward after your plus frames, right? So if I set up some plus frames with Goro, they'll walk into the range of your stand 2, and that means that they can't be blocking if they walk into that range. So you'll automatically get the spear. And if they don't, for example, if they don't do anything, I did it wrong there. You'll just whiff a standing 2, and that's like almost impossible to whiff punish, right? Just like that. So that no, I'm using Scorpion to demonstrate this OS on the opponent's side because Scorpion stand 2 has a lot of range. So what happens if they press a button that has a lot of range and you try to do this OS? Well, that happens. Now, for the purpose of this demonstrating the OS, I'm calling Goro right when the back 3 hits. So it's not really as plus as it would be if I called Goro a bit later. But if you are calling Goro a bit later, that's when this really shines. Because, I mean, I have him set to... I can't set the opponent to block 2 hits and then go for something, so that's why we're doing this. I'm making it a true block string. But if you don't make it a true block string and you delay Goro, then you'll be plus enough that it won't matter if they press a button. Your stand 2 will always come out before their button. But just like as an example, this is what would probably happen in that scenario, right? So it's kind of clunky right now, but well, I'll probably find a way to refine this some more because it does seem promising. Share. Let's start with back 3 as a tool to whiff punish. Now you all know Scorpion doesn't have any hit confirmable meds, right? You can hit confirm with this or this. You can't really hit confirm this. They conduct the last hit and you'll get punished. And if you need something to whiff punish a stray poke or like a stray string, it's for a string you can obviously do these, but for like a poke you can't really do this to start mashing. So back 3 is a really good tool if you're using Goro for whiff punishing pokes and stray hits. And you have to set it up. The point is you have to be looking for them. And how I usually go about doing this is you have to know the maximum spacing down 3 will hit. And in neutral, when you approach your opponent, you hit them at that spacing and then you instantly backdash. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get them to whiff something so that I can whiff punish them. So you essentially you want to be looking for opportunities to whiff punish your opponent with back 3. The neat part is even if you don't get the punish, you're still gonna be okay because you're safe with Goro, right? Or even possibly plus if they block the high Goro has. Back 3 is really good as a whiff punish. I have some match VODs where I can show you that in live action, how I use this to punish pokes. The disadvantage to this is if you're always looking for these, well, your opponent can jump and they can raid jump. They can raid you doing a back three, they can jump on you. So you want to use it often enough, but not that often that they start really raiding you. If your opponent has a very mashy playstyle, that's when this really shines. Alright. Here's some bonus tech for all the Scorpion Striker players, or if you're a Scorpion player and you're having trouble with Raiden's down one Storm Cell. A lot of people already know that down one EX Storm Cell can be countered by if you get a hard read on it, you can neutral jump, punish it. So he does that. You can do that, but that's on a hard raid, and that won't work if it's a regular Storm Cell, right? You'll get hit for like 80% and then he gets okay. But on the regular version, there is something you can do if you're running Scorpion Striker, and it's quite similar to how in Season 1 the Scorpion players would use Striker's nades while on block to counter Johnny's plus frames. And how that works is you can call an ambush assist even when you're blocking if you are not in block stun, right? So if you're not in block stun, if you're not in hit stun, you can call an ambush. So that's how this works. Alright, I'd like to preface this by saying that this punish will only work if the Raiden player confirms visually that his down one Storm Cell has been blocked and then goes to call the mid Kano ball. If they do it immediately with Storm Cell, Striker doesn't throw the nades in time on Kano, and you have to block the Kano ball, so you get additional block stun, and Raiden just recovers in time. So this tech only works if they confirm that you've blocked Storm Cell and then call Kano to make themselves safe. If they do it immediately with Storm Cell, the Kano ball, it's not gonna work, right? So let me demonstrate. So I have this set to if they confirm the block, and let's set this one to not confirm the block. I didn't do it right. Should be mashing faster. Alright, so let's test this one out first. Timing is very strict. Be mindful of that. But we know this is gonna work because Kano gets hit out of his Kano ball immediately. There we go. Right? But if they call it immediately, it's not gonna work. See, I blocked Kano ball there, so that's gonna put some additional block stun on me, and I won't be able to punish this. So yeah, this is gonna work against the Raiden players who are resourceful with their cameo meter usage, and they're actually confirming that you're blocking it and then they're calling Kano. Otherwise, you just gotta take it. You can flawless block it. Oh, what's the timing on that? Yeah. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to take that pressure. But against Raidens that are resourceful, or they're confirming it, which is usually the case on higher level, you can actually do the punish. So you want to punish this. Blazing Charge low profile is Kano knives, so if you want a nice guaranteed punish on that, Unga Bunga EX Electric Fly, right? They go for this. They call back Striker. Depends on the spacing, to be honest. Yeah, the spacing is kind of off. Yeah, if you micro dash, then it's guaranteed. dash into your stand too and get that. If you have Fatal Blow, you could go for that. That's a nice way. But this is guaranteed, so don't let Raiden's get away with that.